1 minute to go until the first official ACRL North American League race is underway. We have over 20 cars on the... Do we actually have 20 cars? Almost. We have 70 cars racing for points. Who will get those points? And who sadly won't get points? That is the question we will get answered, hopefully, tonight.
Tonight. Depending on your geographical time location. 20 seconds.
20 seconds to race.
Oh, let me set up the relatives. There we go. Alright, at the bottom you're gonna have your scrolling relatives box for you viewers at home.
Very well. Back to pits. Can't do it yet. There we go. And...
Oh, we're already there. Alright, so I think they changed something because now I'm getting put automatically back to pits when you don't qualify.
Yep. Alright, so into the first corner. Lord Bro taking on aggressively the inside. Purplefish trying to go on the outside now, taking the inside. No accidents.
TK Deadly's gonna make the takeover H-Man to... I guess he started there, but it looked like... Oh, H-Man's gonna break a little bit. Getting a little squiggly. TKO's gonna hold the inside.
Deadly taking a white line. H-Man actually already catching up. And is most likely going to overtake. And he... Oh, TK Deadly. Going offline.
Oof.
Quickly rejoining on track.
Trying to fight. Alright, comes in clean there. Gonna fall down a few positions there, though.
That puts him onto, if I'm not mistaken, 7th position. Yeah, it seems to be 7th position. So far so good. Clovis most likely gonna pull ahead, already having a fairly nice gap over TKO5. H-Man shortly after, following Poopnugget safely in 4th position currently. Sponger trying to close that gap, followed by the rest. Purplefish trying to take on Oris. Not quite there.
Oh! Coming in very fast through there. Looks like it's starting to spread out a little bit. Oh, who do we have there? I'm sorry, I can't tell very well.
Kid Nice and Ringus Khan currently duking it out on the straight until they arrive.
Oh yeah, we have a 2 wide going into the
inside
chicane. He is gonna back down, so that's good. No worries there.
Ooh, but someone is coming.
Oh, TKO Deadly's gonna take the inside into the final corner and overtake, who's that, Sudanen? I believe so.
Yes, it's Sudanen. Actually battling head to toe right now.
Yes. The Z4 is gonna use its superior straight line speed to try and get ahead of TKO. And then we're gonna come through here. Oh, he's not gonna be able to hold it too wide.
Deadly just managed it on. Lots of people. Ooh, Kid Nice just went wide. Safely returning onto the track. Dusclops not having too much problems with that. Does run a little bit wide, but keeps his position. And at the end of the whole pack, we have Lord Bro and Ralph trying to stay ahead. Well, not ahead. Trying to stay the rest of the pack. Oh, we have Purplefish who spun out. Ooh, big ass mess. Oh, what a mess.
Oh,
no.
Oh my gosh.
Bumper cars galore going off.
Yes, indeed, that is a very good description. Oh, that's unfortunate. So we had Purplefish caught in there, Kitnez, who else? Can't tell who else, but definitely Lord Bro, you said, right?
Yes.
Yeah. H-Man keeping right on the tail of TKO5, so I think that's going to be a battle we're going to be watching for a while.
Definitely, but absolutely don't forget the battle between Pseudonym, Deadly Mix, and Oris as well, as Deadly Mix really tries up and crawls slowly towards the back of Pseudonym.
Deadly is an incredibly aggressive driver, so I think we're going to see some very big moves from him.
I'm gonna keep my eyes on them for now. Backpack is slowly coming together again, so that's always good to see. Clovis,
as always.
having a safe lead, and now puts down a 58.7. TK and H-Man not managing that pace quite. And Pseudonym and Deadly going at it again, coming up to the first corner. Deadly Mix running on the outside, breaking a little bit earlier, trying to peek on the inside. Actually,
TKO is going to go wide and cut in right across the apex to try and get more speed, so he can then cut in through this corner. Pseudonym is not going to let him go. Did he just spin?
What happened? What happened there?
He just spun, going way wide.
We'll definitely have to pull him in for an interview. See what happened actually.
Yes. Someone make a note there. Someone make a note.
Someone. Clovis, what happened? No, not Clovis. Deadly.
All right, you got it.
I got it.
All right. So there goes that bell. So that brings H-Man up to third. Wait, no. Deadly got pushed back. Never mind. H-Man's been in third.
Alright.
Any close battles in the back of the pack?
Not as I can tell. The back is slowly coming together again.
Dustclops, yes, leading that a range of a few drivers there. Get this beautiful camera angle, one of my favorite angles in Assetto Corsa.
Seems like Purple Fish Lord actually has some troubles. Not quite making the pace he wants to see. I think he might be damaged.
Oh, you think so?
I haven't actually checked if he went into the pits. It wouldn't quite surprise me, but
I don't recall seeing anyone go into the pits.
Alright.
H-Man might have a good run up on TKO5 here and use the power of that M4. Z4.
Still a big second lead per lap for Clovis, so his lead is actually growing and growing with each lap that is.
Yes, so it looks like for Clovis it will be coming down to the gods of the steering wheel disconnection.
Let's hope not.
Well, that's what it's come down to. That's all that can ruin this race for him.
H-Man and TK not actually coming closer to each other.
TK looking to try and overtake Orestes here. He's being very aggressive through these turns. Turning wide, maybe losing a little bit of speed there, trying to get onto his side of Orestes.
And Deadly coming next to him. Is he gonna make it stick?
Yes, he is. He's gonna.
A little bit of a slide.
Oh, right. We have the second turn. Yeah, he is. I think he's gonna be able to hold it. Going.
Pseudonym is blocking him.
Oh my gosh, Pseudonym. That was definitely an illegal overtake.
And now.
And he's not going to give Pseudonym the position back.
Close racing here at ACRL, and this is only the first race of the season. People.
Yes.
It can only go.
I'm not sure that was legal. For TKO, he was all four wheels off the track and then overtook Pseudonym. So.
Well, there's only one thing we can do, and that is look backwards after the race, see if it gets reported as an accident.
Yes. So stay tuned. Subscribe to r/ACRL to track all of these incident reports and see what happens. All right. So TKO, we have him spinning and him going off track. So we're gonna have to ask him what was going on there. Maybe ask Pseudonym what he thinks of that situation. H-Man once again getting very close to TKO5, but I don't think he's going to have enough room. Have you noticed if the gap between H-Man and TKO5 is growing or shrinking?
Not that I can see. They're really close to each other, and they're really matched to each other as well, so not sure if anything is going to come out of that. It seems like this marriage between TKO5 and H-Man is gonna last a long, long time during this race.
Yes, we'll be sure to go to the reception. Right, let's go back to Pseudonym here. He's in the back of the pack now of these three very good and aggressive drivers.
Taking a look at the back of the pack, we have Dustclops and Ralph duking it out currently, going into the first corner. Obviously, I think they are teammates because they are running the same in, that wouldn't surprise me. So if they took each other out, that would be horrible for the team.
Let's ride along with Pseudonym here, see what he see how he drives.
I'm actually gonna keep my eye on Dustclops and Ralph right now. Seems like Ralph kinda is pushing the rear of Dustclops at the moment, trying to get that pass. Not sure if their team communication is currently working or if they have a plan set out. Maybe they don't even know which one of the two is actually faster. Or are they actually battling for position?
Oh, Ralph having a little bit of latency issue.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to have the fairest of connections currently.
No, so hopefully he will. Oh, he's getting right up on there. I'm not. You're right. I'm not sure if they have proper communication here.
Oh, Ralph getting side.
Ralph getting on the inside, and then what was that? Yak Pei coming up on behind them. I think this miscommunication between teammates is going to actually hurt them. And I think Yak Pei is going to be able to take advantage.
Oh, and Pseudonym just overtook Oris. I don't know. Like, it seems Oris is actually struggling for pace. Now coming up to the first corner again. Is he able to take it back? No. Too much of a gap between those two. Meanwhile, Deadly Mix has built up a safe lead between Pseudonym, so he is working his way towards Sponger. And do we actually know the pace of those two? Oh, Poop Naked actually not having the pace that he wants to right now. Sponger really catching up right now. And he's actually overtaking Poop Naked on the outside, coming up to the hairpin. And Poop Naked not really wants to give that away. Still going at it. Seems like Sponger is doing the same thing and backing out of that right now. Not risking his pace, not risking his position. After all, he is currently in 5th. But he does seem to be closing into Poop Naked.
Why don't we rephrase that sentence?
Maybe.
H-Man's still same distance behind TKO5, so not much changing there. Deadly seems to have fallen, I mean, not fallen, he seems to have gotten a very good gap on Pseudonym and Restus. I think he's actually going to eventually be coming up to Sponger and Poop Naked. He is taking advantage of these two groups of drivers battling each other and going to be putting up good lap times.
I'll keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, Clovis keeping up the 58 halves. Definitely what he can do. Now Deadly Mix coming over the finish with a 2-minute. Oof. Doesn't seem like he is gaining too much. I haven't actually seen the pace of the two cars in front of him.
Not sure if Pseudonym looks like he might be trying to make a move here going into the first corner. He's going to be going wide. I think he's going to try to cut across on the inside, then get a good line for the exit. Yeah, once again going wide. On the wide line, that is, not going off track. But
looks like he's actually carrying more speed through the Mercedes arena, closing in on Oris really quickly. It might be.
I don't think it's going to be quite enough, though.
Maybe we'll see an overtake very soon. He is closing up, though. That has to do with that tremendous amount of power that the BMW can output. It's not the strongest point of the McLaren. Oh, and Genghis Khan going out wide, and the Brandon orders.
Brandon, yeah, possibly going to try and overtake him in the Mercedes. We have not seen very many Mercedes racers.
It's true. I actually can't tell from this height in a chopper what cars people are actually driving, so you'll have to forgive me for that.
No worries. It's pretty easy when you're on the ground level and the Mercedes logo is about the size of a wheel.
There you go.
I don't. In case you can't tell, I don't like the new Mercedes logos being as the size of a freaking wheel. It's ugly.
Taking a quick sip there. Getting ready for some more H-Man and TK05 action. Really small gap between the two right now.
Just finishing lap 7, so we are halfway through this race.
Pseudonym and Oris really having the same pace.
Pseudonym, oh, he's gonna go too wide. Oh, that was not very smart. I'm not sure if smart was the right word, but Orestes was not having any of that. He did not give Pseudonym room. But, however, I think he should have. Pseudonym looked to be seemed to be wheel to wheel with Orestes, which at that point means that the defending driver has to give the attacking driver room on the line if they're wheel to wheel.
Now, Pseudonym working his way up to the back of Oris again. See if he can do this same maneuver, perhaps even earlier than he wants to. Is it actually that Oris is holding up Pseudonym right now? What do you think?
You know, that is what it looks like. We have seen in the last 2 laps Pseudonym getting right up on Orestes. But I think their lap times are very close. I think they just happened to get very close at that point because the Z4 allowing Pseudonym to get up very close on that straightaway. So I think they are. I don't think he's being held up. I think they are pretty much matching lap times.
Alright, meanwhile Clovis coming over the finish line, putting yet another 58.5 on the board. And H-Man and TK05 still very close.
Ooh. I think H-Man does seem to be gaining room though. It does seem to be gaining time. They're definitely closer than they were.
And trying to peek on the inside, outbraking TK05. And
on the inside there is collision, no one is spun. Oh, another bump.
A little bit of a bump. Hey, all is fair as long as you don't actually get damage or spin out.
Yes, H-Man looks like he's going to defend the inside. Oh, yep, he's going to successfully defend the inside and come out ahead.
TK is having none of it and really wants to pass by again. Is he going to be able to? He has been leading up front of that 2-car pack, so are we actually going to see TK getting that position back? We'll just have to wait and see. Only, is it 7 more laps to go? 6?
7 or 6? Yeah, 6 laps.
Very well. Meanwhile, Sponger and Poop Naked duking it out as well. Sponger always coming up to the back of Poop Naked. Kinda nice. We have these pairs of cars that are actually battling with each other. Meanwhile, H-Man just went a little bit wide, hitting the grass. TK really getting up to the rear of H-Man again.
Oh yeah. We have any close battles in the back of the pack?
Oh, the pack is scattered out so much.
Is it?
We have Pseudonym and Orst is still duking out. Dringus Khan and the Brandon Borders currently just as close as the ones mentioned before. Frisky Garbage Can, Lord Bro, trying to find the end of the pack again, and Ralph and Kitten Nice also doing the same. Now, I don't know what happened to Dusclops. I think Dusclops was duking it out with Ralph before, sorry. Seems like Dusclops actually had an accident, went off track, because he has lost 2 positions to Yatpei and Kitten Nice. So, definitely want to ask him that, maybe not in an interview, but... or maybe I do. Hell, we'll just do it.
Maybe we do. I'm not sure if, I think H-Man is, little by little putting time on, TK here.
Lord Bro, meanwhile, not taking the chicane as he should be. So actually taking the old layout chicane.
Oh, we have, Sponger and Poop Naked going side by side.
Right at the action. Sponger looking on the inside. Poop naked.
He's going to be set up for the inside line going to this turn, and he's going to close it off, go single file.
Depends on which line you can actually take through this corner. The inside line is usually the one I personally take. Dive right into the inside line, but Sponger going for the outside line. Maybe that's what he's used to. Actually closing in quite hard right now. Poop naked again.
Ooh, he got a good run off there using the speed of the BMW. He is not going to go too wide. He's going to back off. This battle and giving TKO Deadly a good opportunity. He's making up more time. He's getting closer, as you can see right there.
Yeah, but the time is ticking. Meanwhile, Clovis actually putting down a 58.2, which I think is his fastest lap to date on this track.
And H-Man is putting more time between TKO5 and himself. Oh! Sponger going a little bit wide, touching the grass there. It's going to slow him down on the straightaway. And that is going to allow Poop Naked to get side by side. I'm not sure if it's going to be able...
Their speed seems equal. Who's going to take that line? Sponger braking very hard. Maybe even a little bit too hard.
Yes,
for
very
my
late
taste.
braking there.
And as we expected, Deadly Mix with that faster pace already.
I think that late break for Poop Naked paid out very well for him. I think Sponger had a little bit of an early braking. He braked late, and he was able to very easily take first place, as you can see. Good gap.
I think Sponger actually wanted to dive back on the inside, but completely missed that opportunity and brake way too hard. Might be interesting to see if Deadly can actually overtake Sponger and Poop Naked to regain that position that he lost in that crash earlier in the race.
Let's ride along with Deadly here, see just how he's going to be attacking.
Might be interesting to see. I'll keep you posted on other activity on the track.
Okay. Deadly definitely using the battling of his opponents to his advantage, being able to carrying more speed because he has a larger gap through those chicanes and able to make up more time.
Actually, if I'm not mistaken, Deadly driving the McLaren. Now I know you've installed the new sound mods from Fonsacker. Maybe it is time to give a little bit of a thanks to Fonsacker's work, because what he is able to do with these sounds and putting them in a game like this, really worth a mention. So thanks Fonsacker for supporting these awesome mods.
Why don't you throw that link into Twitch chat right now?
Currently not looking at the Twitch chat.
Alright, let me do it then.
I'm sorry.
Sponger
looking on the inside. Poop Naked not really making it. Poop Naked slamming the door, saying no, you will not go there.
Watching this all from the perspective of TKO Deadly, so it's going to be see how he reacts to it. Sponger going a little wide. I'm sorry, Poop Naked going a little wide.
There we go. And it seems...
Oh! He has spun and he has barricaded the track. Oh, and he's touched TKO Deadly.
Sponger getting the better of that, actually taking the lead of that pack. TKO Deadly.
I thought Deadly was going to be able to get around that very easily, but I think he just underestimated how much he'd be moving and tapped him and ended up spinning.
Very unfortunate, very unfortunate. Should not have happened.
No, definitely. I think Deadly probably right now is annoyed. He probably thinks he should be up there battling Sponger right now.
Did you see who got the most damage of that?
You know, I did not. I don't think there was very much damage. He spun on his own. He just lost grip, and that was very much all the drivers very aware, very conscious of what was happening, braked, and when they did collide, there was very little collision. There was very little impact.
good to know. I'll go by that. See if any of them have actually their lap times hampered by that damage.
Brandon Borders is looking to overtake Dringus Khan here. He's going to take on the inside, not quite able to make it through, but I think we are going to see attempt to overtake on the outside even.
And
yes, I think he's going to be able to do it with the superior straight line speed of the AMG.
Actually blocking the road for Dringus Khan. Lovely to see this battle.
So that was a very nice clean overtake on the straightaway.
Does it stick? Dringus Khan wanted to look on the inside.
If he gets a good line, I think it will be very sturdy, yes.
Yeah, but Brandon definitely pulling away right now. Maybe we can switch to Clovis. See, actually, you know, just for half a lap, see how he actually drives, because
sure.
We haven't actually spoken about Clovis a lot, but he is ahead of the pack by a lot, so definitely should get some recognition for his skill.
Yeah, sure. Let's ride along with him, see how he's taking these corners. In the BMW, which is most part, I would say, the jack of trades car, jack of all trades. It doesn't quite have the cornering power of the McLaren, but it is not. It doesn't quite have the cornering power of the McLaren, but it's not quite as fast in a straight line as the Nissan. However, conversely, faster in a straight line than McLaren, and better in the corners than the Nissan. So it's very much a mid-range car. And these beautiful sounds of the Z4 as provided by the sound pack mentioned earlier.
And don't forget, most of the mods supplied for Assetto Corsa are of course for free. Most of them you can actually find at Race Department. Shameless plug right there, but yes.
And if you own, yes, if you own Assetto Corsa, you can also go into the Assetto Corsa forums, browse all those mods. There's a lot of great work being done on there, and the developer is very conscious of the mods, taking some of the most successful mods and putting them directly into the game, like the Rough. Was it the Rough? No, the Shelby Cobra. My bad. Like the Shelby Cobra.
Well, I think there actually is a Rough coming, so
yes, there.
Have to wait and see what Kunos is actually doing. But
oh, and it looks like Clovis is going to be approaching the first back marker, the first lap car. I'm not sure how many laps do we have left. Only have 2 laps left. I don't think he's going to reach him by the end, but
he actually did pass Purple Fish Lord already.
Oh, did he?
So yes.
He did. All right.
Brandon Borders, Dringus Khan don't seem as close as before. I think Dringus might have went wide somewhere. Haven't actually looked at that.
But as is so characteristic. Oh, sorry, good.
No, I'm just saying, like, from the chopper view, obviously you only have one set of eyes, but it would be nice if you could actually see all the cars at the same time from all angles. But usually that is not possible unless you... Oh, Dringus Khan actually spinning off the track. Safely returning onto the track, but losing precious time and maybe even losing the opportunity to overtake the Brandon for precious points. Just gonna take a quick look at Dringus Khan. Yes, that would be points for... That would be 2 points that he could get instead of the 1 he's currently...
Oh, who do we have going off there? We have Poop Naked going wide.
No. Poop,
oh, and he's not trying to get back on. Do you think he took major damage?
Maybe. I haven't actually seen that. He is he stuck?
He's just staying there.
He given up.
We're gonna have to call him in, ask him about that. What happened there?
Maybe I got disconnected. That would be very unfortunate.
We would have seen him. Oh, and yeah, he just disconnected there. So I'm not sure what happened.
Oh, very unfortunate.
Deadly. Oh my gosh, did the server just crash? No, Deadly just disconnected as well. He's a flying car right now.
Yep. This does not look... Wait, he is still... Are we expecting...
And Deadly...
No, it
Deadly's
doesn't seem like it.
still a flying car. And he's gone. Oh, no, he's still a flying car. I don't know what's happening there. But he is losing positions. Just note there, flying car does not equal gaining positions. He is losing positions right now. That is unfortunate.
Would be fun if you could just fly over the track.
Yes, it would. But unfortunately, the two wheels on the track rule does apply on all 3 axes.
Well, maybe Deadly was just looking to, practice some of his real life work. Obviously, not many know this, but he actually does fly commercial planes.
Does he really?
I think he does, yeah.
Huh.
Should sometimes ask him about it. Really passionate about that. But yeah, no flying on this track, so he gets the boot.
Oh, that is really unfortunate. Two of our hardest fighting racers. And there are no battles now, are there?
Nope. Clovis actually passed the finish line. H-Man finishing second. PK5 getting third. Sponger looking to take that 4th position. He might not even expect, obviously, because of the 2 people who got disconnected. Very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. And followed by Pseudonym. Boris, the Brandon Borders, Dringiscan not being able to retake that position from Brandon. Followed by the Frisky Garbage Can. I could just, name them all, but I won't.
Clovis, disappointed as always for what I presume to be having. That's unfortunate for him. Clovis.
Alright, so we'll definitely pull him in for an interview.
Yes. Let's watch the rest of these racers get across the line first.
Definitely. Just to finish with one more definitely, because
we definitely needed one more.
There we go. Alright, I think Purple Fish Lord is the only one driving, so we'll just...
We have Dustclops coming up, and...
Come on, Purple
okay,
Fish
they were
Lord,
all a lap down.
They still have to do one more.
Yes.
Fair enough.
I believe there's possibly a timer after a minute that'll shut down, but we'll see. Hopefully they'll be able to complete the lap.
No, I'm fairly certain the timer is actually set to 15 minutes, so all the racers have time enough to finish their laps. Yatpei finally coming over the finish.
Alright, so we can go over our times. Clovis coming in first, H-Man rounding it up. He had a huge fight to go through. I think we should talk to him. He had a very good race trying to go up and down.
Definitely.
Hello, user.
Let's see who has joined us.
Who has joined us?
Poop.
It is Poop Naked.
Oh, already here. So what happened? What exactly happened? We saw you spawn
laps.
out.
So if you were watching my whole battle with Sponger for a while, you would have seen that in that corner it just got real tricky. Once the fuel burned off in the setup, I'm borrowing Mega Deaths from the EU race, and I actually loaded that setup up like 15 minutes before the race started after I was just practicing with the default for a while, and it was getting me like under 2 minutes, without having to try too hard. So I was trying to adjust to the setup, but then once the fuel burns off, the rear gets really loose, especially on the downhill section. It just likes to rise up and come over to the right, especially in that downhill section. So I was able to correct it a bunch of times, but then I hit the grass and took out Sponger and Deadly, and I could have got it past Deadly, but I let him have the position since I ruined his race a little bit. And then we were just racing. He spun, and then both of our games crashed. So
Dustclops.
We just call that an engine failure.
Still looking at some people who are racing Dustclops, finishing in style, just driving backwards, and finishing the last lap of the race in a 2:99. All right, sorry for interrupting you there. How did you go into the race? What were your thoughts? What was your initial thought? What kind of pace were you expecting?
I wasn't expecting to qualify top 10, let alone like top 5 or 6. You know, I guess people just had trouble putting laps together. And I didn't expect, you know, I was expecting about a 2-minute race pace, which is what I hit, like within a couple tenths for a couple of laps. So I figured it would be stronger against guys who can't do, you know, 201s and stuff, who were down at the bottom of the field. But you know, I would have liked to finish the race. I would have liked to kept my top 10 position, but away she goes.
Very, very unfortunate. I think we're gonna pull Clovis right in. I'm just gonna have a little go in that chat and just ask for a few people to hop in. Hold on.
User left your channel. User joined your channel. User joined your channel.
Alright,
User was moved to your
H-Man
channel.
and Deadly Mix
User
joining
was
us
moved to
for
your
an
channel.
interview. Alright, first of all, Clovis, you weren't
Well,
really happy with, like, the something?
no,
Like,
no,
give us-
I
give us-
was. I was being a
Oh.
little snarky, but I was
Couldn't
actually
get a
really happy.
58 on your last lap.
I was actually really happy with the race because I was kind of on fire every lap. I was hitting 58s every single lap, and then the last one I failed to do that because I messed up the last chicane. So I was a little disappointed that I couldn't keep that streak going, but that's all.
Yeah, I'm just going over your lap times right now. It seems like the last one you did was a 59.2.
Don't
Sorry
remind
for
me.
I know. I'm very sorry.
Just
So-
3 tenths for those
so-
at home.
Deadly, you got into a crash. What happened? Who did you crash with?
Which
Near the
turn?
beginning one, right?
Or which lap? Lap 1?
I don't
Crash
know.
number
I'll just.
2? Or crash
It was
I think it was near the end.
Oh, you're talking about
I'll
when he
give you a recap
disconnected?
of all of them.
Fine,
Crash
go
1
ahead.
happened in turn 6 with the cones. Apparently, if you hit the
Concrete
cones,
cones.
you just go flying now. So,
Alright.
concrete cones apparently exist in this game now. Physics on point. Kunos, thank you. Crash number 2. Had a spin-off in the Mercedes arena, driving up Pseudonym's rear end, because I was faster than he was. Crash number 3 happened after Poop Naked spun. Sponger went left, I went right, Sponger hit him into the right, into me. It was glorious, fun time was had by all.
Yeah, it looked like you did a
And
pretty good job of
Number
avoiding
3
getting too
was
mixed up.
Kunos crashed my game.
Ooh.
So GG, DNF.
Wait, you actually didn't. Oh yeah, damn.
No, neither of us did.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't blank finish.
That
User
is
left your channel.
so unfortunate. All right, who did just leave us?
Oh, that was
That was
deadly. I wanted to ask him a
He
question.
he's said what he had to say.
All right, fair enough. H-Man, coming up to you. Can you explain how your race went? Because we've seen you battle with TKO5 for about the whole race. Can you walk us through that?
Well, I started 4th, but I had a terrible qualifying session. So I knew I had pace. It was just like getting around both Deadly and TK. And unfortunately, Deadly hit the cones, which I've actually had that happen before. And then I was battling with TK05 for like basically the entire race. And it was just like a game of cat and mouse to see where I would have an opportunity to pass. And eventually I was able to.
Exactly, and finishing the race with a clear 2-second gap, so that's fairly good. All right, Clovis. What tips do you give other people that are not on your pace? Because obviously there is something that needs to be done.
I don't I mean, I always give the same advice, which is practice. I don't really feel like I'm that good myself. I just feel like I practice a lot and am very critical of myself to improve, and that's generally kind of it.
Fair enough. H-Man, do you have something to add to that? Like, what do you... Because you two are sort of like the fastest two people on the
Practice.
NA.
Just practice like this, pick a car and track and let's go drive. That's really what there is to it.
And not tweaking with the setups or anything. Just consistency, right? That is what you want to build up.
Yeah. The setups is more for you to be comfortable with the car. It's
I
not so
totally
much
agree
the
with that.
speed.
Totally agree.
A good setup will save you never more than like 0.7 of a second. If you can eke out more time than that, it's not down to setup that you're losing. It's you just gotta change your lines, change the way you put the power on, the way you let off the brakes. It's just minute details that happen, at every moment. Every moment you need to be doing the right input, and it's just finding that input.
Yeah. Talking about setups, Clovis, what did you change? Without giving away your secrets, obviously, what did you change the most on your car?
That's a tricky one because I think the setup's pretty different from what the default is. Gear ratio was actually very important here, in the Z4 anyway. It's set up so that the fifth gear is quite short, which helps you get up the Schumacher S much more quickly. Even in a straight line, you kind of see a difference. Like if you have like, when I practiced initially, I didn't use a setup at all, and then I started tweaking the gear ratios, and then looking at the delta, you could easily see the difference just with the gear ratios, the car pulling ahead. And then I had quite stiff anti-roll bars. I tried something new that I haven't really done before. Usually I keep my anti-roll bars pretty soft, and I actually stiffened them quite a bit just to see if it would help in some of those like slow corners where like you come in quite fast, like turns 2 and 3, where you get a lot of roll in those corners.
Yep.
And it actually helped. I don't really know if it's better, but it felt pretty good.
Well, the tricky thing about Nürburgring GP is that when you're going to compromise your roll bars for some corners, like you can take time away from the chicane or other things. It's just there are so many different types of corners that you're always making a compromise.
Alright. Well, I think that sums it up for the interviews, guys. Clovis, congratulations with your first place. H-Man, congratulations with your second place.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Will you both...
Sorry, team 1-2.
Yeah, it seems like you guys are doing a good job. Do you think you'll be able to keep that lead going into maybe the third race, like the next race? Are you gonna? Are you going?
Do you want the F1 driver answer?
Yes, please.
Well, at this point, it is probably too soon to say, but for sure we will try our best. And thank you for the team for the great work on the car.
Right.
You said F1, not Fernando. that was straight Fernando.
They all say the same stuff, though.
That's true. That's true.
You forgot the sponsors.
Oh yeah, of course. Thank you, Patronus. You're the best.
Thank you, Jack Daniels, for this buzz.
There we go. All right, H-Man, do you want to give shoutouts to the controller brand that you're using?
It's an Xbox controller.
There we go.
Standard. Heard it here first.
Heard it here first.
You're a Microsoft shill. I see how it is.
Yeah.
All right, that sums it up for
Even though I'm using an Apple computer.
That sums it up for the interviews. And that sums it up for this broadcast. So, Blue Cat, anything to add?
No, I think it was a very good race. Excited to see the races in the future and much more battles. Hopefully no one else will be disconnecting in the future. That was very unfortunate.
No. Yep. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys at the next race.